Hello and welcome to another episode of Brainstorm Horror. My name is Jewel. Doing a review of one of my favorite films. You can find it on Netflix right now. Where I live anyways, you can find it on Netflix right now. Sorry that you can't see my face. It's just, I'm kind of limited in space right now, but I want to do this review anyways. I don't have a copy of like a case or a Blu-ray of this movie right now, which sucks, but I plan on getting one soon. Anyways, I was watching Sinister, made in 2012, directed by Scott Derrickson, stars Ethan Hawke. I've seen both Sinisters. I wish there was a third, but the second one didn't do so well in box office, so they kind of scrapped this whole franchise. But I wish they would bring it back because I think the story could go in another direction. I feel like they could bring this back and have a good Sinister 3. But anyways, I wanted to get back on topic to the review of this movie, Sinister. It's about a writer, Ellison Oswald, who's played by Ethan Hawke. Ethan Hawke played in Training Day. I think he also stars in a movie called Black Phone, which Blumhouse did Black Phone and the Sinister movies. It's about a writer, and he's writing about these murders that are taking place, and he actually moves himself into the house of one of the families of where they got murdered, and a family. He moved into the house of a family that was murdered. And so we see in the beginning, actually the tape, because what happens is he finds in the attic of this new house, he finds a box of home movies, and it's in a dusty old box. He doesn't know how it got there. He's looking at photographs of the crime scene photos of the house, and it wasn't there previously. So someone came by and left these videos, and he's writing a book about the murders that took place. And what he finds on these videos are actually like snuff films of the people getting slain and murdered in ritualistic manners, ritualized kind of satanic kind of stuff. He doesn't really know what. In the beginning of the movie, he kind of has a rough talk with the sheriff because the sheriff doesn't like him because he's written other true crime books that have helped people, but have also destroyed other people's lives and stuff like that. So there's this whole fight within Ethan in the film that you can tell that he made his money off of his first book, Kentucky Blood, and he did a good job and all that. But then on one of his other books afterwards, the killer got released and he fucked up some people's lives. So he's trying to redeem himself and also write this book for the families that were slain and all that. He ends up finding these snuff films, like I said, in his attic that show the murder and other murders that took place in different states, different places, at different times, which predates back to the 60s. So, and at nighttime, some spooky stuff happens at the house. He's constantly woken up by the film projector actually playing the murders in his office, and the office doors open and everything. And like, he didn't turn it on, someone turned it on. And then he also, he's walking around the house with a baseball bat. He goes out to the backyard and some things happen. This is still a fairly new film. If you haven't seen it, see, this fucking thing always changes. I wanted to keep saying Sinister, but whatever. Anyways, I guess I can go back over here now. But Anyways, so Ellison also has a family and some kids. Oh, sorry about that. He has a family and some kids. You can see I have some green stuff here. Whoopsie daisy. I'm just trying to get my camera sorted right now, so I can sit the fuck down and it shouldn't fall. Okay. Anyways, had all this stuff on that chair. So, anyways, Ellison Oswald, he's watching these tapes, getting freaked the fuck out. In the films, of course, they're ritualized murders and you don't see the killer. It's a first person of the killer, but also it shows what happens before the killings. The family's hanging out, doing stuff together, and someone recording them, and we don't see who. So we're trying to figure out in this film who the killer is. Ellison starts, like I said, he has a family. The book and everything that's going on around him is really stressing him, his relationship with his wife, his kids. The kids actually find out about like one of the murders and all this, and the names of one of the girls that's missing. In every single instance of these murders, in every single one of the cases, one of the kids is taken and isn't killed and is taken, and they don't know where the kids are taken. So Ellison, he is watching these tapes and he's getting freaked the fuck out, hearing things at night. He gets some help from a deputy to figure out where some of the location of the murders took place. And yeah, I thought, like, I don't know, it's just a really good movie, man. I don't want to like ruin it and like say what happens. I could do that. It's a 10-year-old movie. But I don't know, I feel like it's so good that you should stop watching my review right now and go and watch it if you can. It's a really scary movie if you're looking for a really scary one. It's one of my favorites. I love how it deals with the occult, and the evil character in this film, one of the evil characters anyways, the ritual deity that they prayed, there's sort of like a mark that is in this movie, and it's kind of like a pentagram, but it's not a pentagram. It's to do with that Babylonian time deity, and it's a made-up deity. It's not a real deity. I'm pretty sure anyways. I looked it up. I'm pretty sure this deity was just created for this script. And yeah, I don't know. It was a good story. There's a lot, I don't know, there's like about 5 or 6 different tapes of snuff films of these murders that take place. And Ellison is actually trying to write a book about this stuff. And yeah, just things happen. I don't really want to give away what happens, but there's a few I like the showing of the symbol in the snuff films. Like you would catch the symbol, and you would catch even the deity in the films. There's also some things that happen in the attic to do with a snake one time, and then a scorpion another time. But yeah, there's like I said, there's Ellison and what he's doing, like working on his research in his office, doing that stuff, and then we see hear about the stories of what's going on that happened or on the films. Then we also have some stuff with the police that happened in this film. And then there's stuff that happens with Ellison and his family, either good stuff or bad stuff, or just, arguments, or just normal day-to-day kind of stuff. Really great film. I think this did win some awards. I wouldn't be surprised. It's a really good film. I'm not even going to mention the deity's name because I think you should just go watch this film. It's one of my favorite, bad guys. I really wish they'd make a Sinister 3. There is a Sinister 2. If you do like the first one, I do recommend checking out Sinister 2. It is not as good. I'll give, I'm not gonna review it. It has some good qualities to it. Like some of the snuff films and those ones get pretty intense and insane. But they kind of, I don't know, the story just kind of drags on, and it didn't do well in box office compared to the first one. But I do wish they would bring this bad guy back and this story back, and make a third one and kind of redeem the franchise a little bit. But shout out to Blumhouse if they ever watch this review. No, I want a Sinister 3, but I would like it to be done in a way that's kind of like the first one, but expanding on the story, of course, and just not doing what they did in Sinister 2. I still enjoyed Sinister 2. Overall, I enjoyed it, but there were still a few things that weren't as good. I would rather watch the first one. And I do own the first one, but I don't have a physical copy of it. So, yeah. So thank you for watching. Hope you guys are enjoying these. Yeah, I'll probably get back to doing some Halloween reviews. I wanted to talk about Friday the 13th. There was also, I watched Scream the other night. I want to do the Scream series eventually. I do have a Ghostface mask, but I also didn't mind Scream, like the TV series on Netflix. They ended up taking that off Netflix, which kind of bummed me out. But then there was also this one movie I saw called Random Acts of Violence. It's on Netflix also, which is, it's a slasher movie by Jay Baruchel. If you've ever watched This Is the End with Seth Rogen, the guy who plays Jay in that movie, he directed the slasher movie and he stars in it. Also with like one of the girls from Fast and Furious is in the slasher movie. So yeah, it's called Random Acts of Violence. I might review it, but anyways, this video is getting off topic and I'd rather just upload it. Check out Sinister if you can. It's one of my favorites. It's creepy. It's a bit of a slow burner. Like it's not, well, I wouldn't say it's a slow burn. It's pretty interesting the whole way through. You just gotta like sometimes I watch a movie and like I have to focus on the movie to be like in the atmosphere, So if you can sit down and not look at your phone or look at something, that will help with the experience. It's a really good movie. Check it out. I have nothing else more to say. So thank you for watching Brainstorm Horror. And I'll come back with a review at some point. Maybe even right now I'll do another review. I don't know yet. But yeah, thank you for watching and take care, everyone.